Hi there, Stephanie Barnard for Ink Boutique. I have a great layout to share with you by Jen, one of our design team members. Here's the layout. It's adorable, first of all. I just have to tell you that. I just love this photo of her son looking at the flowers and picking the flowers in the field. And the title of it is, Our Friendship is Always in Season. Now, sometimes you can do titles that have really nothing to do with your pictures, and that's completely okay. It's fun to have layouts that just, share your mood with your family, and that's what I like to do. Sometimes I just do dream, and I just like to show wonderful photos of my kids. So this is kind of a layout that Jen did that it kind of has that same kind of mood. And down here at the bottom, you can see that she just stamped over and over, Our Friendship is Always in Season, and that's neat. And then up here we have some flowers from the flower line, and then right here we have this fun heart that I'm really excited to share with you because it's a really cool technique. So let's get started. The first thing we have here is we have the beginning of our layout. Down here you can see that in Versamark ink, she stamped Our Friendship is Always in Season over and over again. And she varied it a little bit, so it wasn't, friendship, 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 friendship on each line. She kind of moved it around a little bit. And so here's the original stamp, Our Friendship is Always in Season. And so when she stamped it with the Versamark, and that's the watermark ink pad that you can use, she kind of moved it around a little bit. So she started here, and then she went off the page a little bit. That's always a good idea, so it keeps your eye going. So she just kind of stamped it around like this and did the whole entire bottom. Then she inked the edges of the cardstock. Really fun. So then what she did, and I'm going to share this with you because it's really just quick and easy, she made her own pattern paper. And with stamps and cardstock, you have an unlimited supply of pattern paper because you can create your own. So using the Versamark ink pad, and I'm going to share that with you just because it's so fun, with the Fun Funky Flower set. Actually, I have the flower right here. There it is. And I'm going to put it on my block. Now, I'm sure you've seen this little trick before, but I'm going to share it with you really quick in case you haven't. When you have a big block and you have a smaller stamp like this, a little stamp and a big block, if you were to stamp this, you kind of might rock and roll it a little too much. So a quick tip that my friend Mark shared with me, you put little feet. And I know that sounds funny, but I'm going to show you in just a minute what I'm doing here. If you put little stamps or little feet on your pad, when you ink this, now make sure you don't ink these stamps on accident, but when you ink this stamp, you're not going to rock and roll anymore, and it's going to be nice and sturdy. So we're just going to ink the stamp, and I'm just going to be careful not to ink the feet. If you're worried about inking the feet, just don't put the feet on until after you ink. There's a simple solution. So I'm just going to get this guy nice and juicy. There we go. And then I'm going to stamp. Now, see, I'm not doing any rocking and rolling, which is nice because you don't want any extra halos on there. And there's you go. Cute little flower. Now, you could do this with any color ink. If you had brown, if you don't have the Versamark, use one of our browns. Stamp the whole page. And then you're going to trim it out to fit right here. And then she just used a circle cutter. So whatever circle cutter you have in your office or your room or your dining room, wherever you scrap, just cut out a circle. And then she added just some green with a little eyelet. Okay, quick and easy. Now, the fun thing I want to share with you, and I'm really excited about this because when I saw it, I went, how'd she do that? And I had to look closer. And I love when people send me stuff and I go, whoa, and then I go, oh, look how easy it was. So the first thing she did was she just traced out a heart. You can hand draw it. You can use a die cut. If you have a die cut machine, just die cut a heart out. That's easy. And then you just use the negative image. So here she cut out the heart. And then we're going to use this as a stencil. So we're going to put it on white paper just like that. We're going to get our little stamp, and I hope I didn't accident. Oh, here he is. She used just a cute little stamp from the what is this one called? Always in Season. It's one of my stamp sets, and I can't even remember the name. So it's Always in Season. And then she used our Mossy Stone ink pad, Whispers inks. And I love these because we have so many different colors. So she just kind of started stamping. Now, you stamp once and you have a dark image. If you stamp it again, you get a little bit lighter. So it varies the effect. So we're just going to go like this and just kind of go, and you just go and stamp and stamp and stamp. We're going to keep going and going. And you're going to get tired of watching me do this after a minute. But what you're going to get is this, and I'll just do this little edge over here, is this incredible looking heart. And I'm going to come back to the edge over here and share with you this one. Once it's all done, you're going to get a perfect heart made out of flowers. Now, how quick and easy is that? So we're just going to keep doing this a couple more seconds here. I want to go along the edge just so you can see what this looks like because it's really fun. And you can just like, you know, even if it gets a little too juicy, you know, that's okay because you want to really fill this in. And by doing it this way, you get to make sure that you see all the different layers of flowers. It's kind of like our morsel sets, you know, you can do this with our morsel stamps because those are really teeny tiny and they're fun to do things like this with. So I think you're going to get the idea once I lift this up, how much fun this is. And it's so quick and easy. I mean, look, I'm just doing this boom, 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 boom. So you would do it a little bit more, but for our purposes here, so cute. Sorry. It's like, woo, look at that. But look at that heart. Isn't that adorable? I love it. So then we're going to add that to our layout. Oh, I just love that heart. It's too cute. Okay. So we have this cut out, and then we would cut this out, and we'd put that behind our photo. And I don't know if that's going to go under there. So we're going to share that, put that heart under there. So now we need to work on our title. And the title, if you remember, was just the original, Our Love is Always, it got stuck to me. Our Friendship is Always in Season. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this big block again. And again, I'm going to use my feet, but because this stamp is so long, I'm going to take the feet off for right now. And then I'm going to stamp, and then I'll put the feet back on. And it's going to be stamped right like this. Our Friendship is Always in Season. And she added just a little bit more, and I got to get some extra cardstock back here because I want to show you. She added just a little couple flowers on there just to add a little extra oomph. You know, sometimes you can see how cute that looks right just like that. But if you just kind of add in the background just a couple little oomphs, you know, I call them oomphs, I don't know, but just a little extra variation. And then to finish off this title, it's so adorable, she just trimmed it out. So upside down. Okay, Friendship. And so she just cut out each word to really put an emphasis on the title. Isn't that adorable? Is always in season. Isn't that adorable? So let's go back to the finished layout one last time. And you can see the entire thing put together and just a great easy layout with a title that doesn't really match too much the picture, but it matches when you put it all together. Stay tuned for another video.